There's a lot of garbage floating around the internet right now, a lot of fake things. That video is real, and those subtitles are accurate. We checked today with 2 different Chinese speakers and confirmed that. What he just said, what you just read on the screen, tells the story. This is as close to a smoking gun as we have ever seen. Quote, "We have people at the top of America's core inner circle of power and influence."
Peace, what it is. All right, today is January the 14th. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to go specifically today. So let me just lay down the basics. The sun is 24 degrees. Capricorn, that is it's going into the Scorpio Duad today. Once it hits 25, it'll be the Scorpio Duad. There'll be harmonious energy. That'll be kind of good maybe for what you may be into today once I show you what I'm finna show you from the president, Mr. Trump. Now, so the moon's 14 degrees Aquarius, which is the Cancer Duad, and the Leo Duad will be at 15 degrees. See, Cancer, the Leo Duad will be at 15 degrees. I know this specifically because that's where my Jupiter is, and that's what I'm gonna talk about today. I'm gonna talk about Jupiter in Aquarius, because Jupiter just hit Aquarius a few days ago, and it's gonna be in there for a year. So I figure I'll read it out. You know what I mean? We discuss it a bit. Well, the Mercury is 10 degrees Aquarius. That is the Gemini subsign. Interesting. Venus 7 degrees. Oh, I can show you what I'm talking about. Gemini, as you can see, once it hits 10 degrees. Venus 7 degrees Cap. It'll be Aries once it hits 7.5. Oh, it already passed 7.5. So Aries Duad. Mars 3 degrees Taurus, so that's the Gemini Duad once again. In Gemini. Jupiter and Aquarius, that's the Aries Duad. Yes, we already discussed, and that's what we're gonna be going in today. Jupiter and Aquarius. Saturn's in Aquarius. I'm gonna go through that tomorrow. 3 degrees, same Duad as it was. Pisces. Uranus 6 degrees Taurus. Neptune 18 degrees Pisces. Pluto 24 degrees Cap, and the North Node has went back retrograde like it always is, and it's not direct anymore, and it's still at 19 degrees. I wonder how long it's going to be on my sun. Anyway, so back to the point of today. So I was on Twitter. You know, I'm going to bring out daily Twitter news around this bit. Somebody tweeted this from these people, right? And on here it say, for immediate release January 14th. But if you go to the site right here, you say it was issued on the 13th. All right, but anyway, this is a letter, proclamation, or what have you, from the president about what he's the powers he's enacting against China, because he believes that Biden and them is working for China. Which, you know what?
With evidence, with a remarkable video. This video was recorded a little over a week ago, on November 28th. The man you're about to see speak is a professor from Beijing called Dongcheng. The video comes from an appearance that he made on a Chinese television show about Wall Street and international trade. Dongcheng works at Renmin University in Beijing. He is also, like so many in academia in China, a servant of his country's government. This video was deleted from Chinese social media soon after being uploaded, and there's a reason for that, as you'll see.
前边特朗普政府跟我们打贸易战，那么我们为什么搞不定特朗普政府？为什么以前1992年到2016年之间，中美之间各种问题都能搞得定？是不是？大家发现没有？所有的危机，不管是银河号事件，还是炸大使馆，还是撞了飞机，所有事情全部是床头吵架床尾和，2个月之内搞定。什么原因？这儿我抛出一个可能又要是暴论了，就是因为咱们上边有人，就是我们在美国的权势核心圈我们有我们的老朋友。
There's a lot of garbage floating around the internet right now, a lot of fake things. That video is real, and those subtitles are accurate. We checked today with 2 different Chinese speakers and confirmed that. What he just said, what you just read on the screen, tells the story. This is as close to a smoking gun as we have ever seen. Quote, we have people at the top of America's core inner circle of power and influence. According to the man you just saw, that has been true for decades. So who are these people, and how many of them work in our media and in our government? Well, he didn't say precisely. At one point in the video, he described a Chinese agent working as a vice president at, quote, a top Wall Street financial institution. I can't say more, he explained, without making political trouble. Di Dongsheng did tell his audience that one agent in particular was especially useful, and he goes on at some length.
Bam, you seen that? So, you see that correlates with the Hunter Biden emails, right? That they selling the United States to China, if you will. Go watch the movie Campaign. This whole thing is about the movie Campaign. What's the dude? Will Ferrell in that movie looks exactly like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? He's playing that character where you will associate him with Donald Trump. But that's the fake out, okay? In that movie, Will Ferrell is Joe Biden. Okay? A motherfucking sellout. You understand what I'm saying? So, go watch that movie. It's all about this. He was selling his town to the Chinese. Straight like that. Through the big corporations. Exactly what they saying Biden is doing. All right. So anyway, so that's just interesting because the thing is, they say that whole attack on the Capitol Hill thing was a ploy by this my dude right here who tweeted it. Shout out, bro. The ploy was the deep state's ploy to make Trump look bad with the fake false flag hoax of the people running into their polls, and the Simpsons did it, blah 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 blah. Right now, supposedly those who were working for Trump, right, knew this was coming. So as it was going in, some of them slipped in there, and they slipped into Nancy Pelosi's office and stole her laptop, supposedly. Okay, so this is why she's supposedly so angry about the whole thing and trying to get him impeached again, even though he only got 10 more days left of office. Right? Is it even 10 now? And it was the 22nd, 20th, some shit. And either way, he got less than 2 weeks left of office, and they impeach him again. Like, what's the point? Because supposedly somebody got his laptop. Bam. Got her laptop, excuse me. And you see what it says right there. You see what I'm saying? So, it's supposed to be going down, man. It's just like a goddamn movie. This is ridiculous, man. But how it's gonna come out, who knows? We finna see. It's just interesting that it's China when Noble Drew Ali, 100 years ago said that, the government was gonna fail us as a people, or fail the people in general, because the man was a universal prophet, right? So he said the government was gonna fail the people, and we need to, stock up for, I believe he said 3 months, at least a good 3-month period worth of resources, till and this is the quote, till your brothers from the east come save you. Now that's crazy because we dealing with China, but from the outside looking in, it seems like China is the enemy here because China's working with Biden, right? So then Trump's trying to stop Biden in China, right? But what if on the flip side, the China that they showing us and telling us ain't really what's going on? What if China is really trying to come help us, right? And really, they saying that Biden is helping them, so we, as the people of the land, you understand what I'm saying, be against him and them when they the ones that's supposed to come help us. That would be interesting. That's just something that just came to my mind. I have no idea. It's just interesting that it's China out of all things right now. That's the issue, and that's what the prophet said. And y'all be sleeping on this man's prophethood. Y'all crazy. All right, so I just wanted to keep y'all updated on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's it's supposed to be going down. You know, we'll see. I don't know what else gonna. You know, you just gotta. Here I go with the shit. That's my placeholder. Bet. So let's go to what I want to talk about in this video specifically. Just give you some science while we here, and that's Jupiter in Aquarius. All right, because this is this is our next year. We got a year of this. It takes Jupiter a year to go through a sign. So Jupiter in Aquarius, essence, growing through liberating, share and share alike, the call of the new. With Jupiter in Aquarius, the question arises of how the world ought to be. This makes you want to view life in as open and democratic a way as possible. In effect, you feel that in order to plot a course into the future, some form of conscious of opinion is necessary. Consensus, of opinion is necessary that everyone should agree with everyone else, or at least agree to differ. Ain't that what we're doing right now? And we arguing because half of us believe in the COVID shit is bullshit, and half of us believe it's real. Ain't that what's going on? This idealistic and humanitarian philosophy of yours, therefore, has to develop and make itself real through your sharing your individual views with others. So many YouTube versus just TV programming. We have YouTube. You understand how that correlates with the age of Aquarius? Because the one person doing something for the all. You see, that's what Aquarius is about. It's about the group, but it's about you relating to the group. So what do we have? YouTube. You dig? Through friendships, teams, groups, and any form of association. But the paradoxical and vital important point is that you have to start out with a belief of your own before you can offer it up to others. That's why we got so many goddamn YouTube channels of people just spewing the same bull we've been hearing for years. And then by getting it mixed up with their beliefs, a new set of beliefs is arrived at that suits the aims and intentions of the group. The idea is that this is the number of steps further. All of humanity will eventually subscribe to a common ideology. So your image of God is of a world religion, one world order. Your philosophy is very much that of the new age, the age of Aquarius. So this is a long-term plan. To catch the wonderful idea that humanity can be together as one, is that you have to have the one first, that is one's own only true human and imperfect self. In other words, in order to further this aim, as you initially put forward your own beliefs, you should do so in the knowledge that there is bound to be some dogmatic and unrealistic content in them. This involves applying to yourself the same high standards of tolerance and openness to debate that your principles themselves engender. The weakness that arises here is the common Aquarian one of using an ideal with which all your friends or associates agree, Christianity, in order that your personal shortcomings may be ignored in the fervor pursuit of the cause, or black liberation. Such association inevitably becomes unreliable and fall apart because they are built on a desire to escape rather than to liberate. Science. Joy for you is arrived at by recognizing that we all have something in common. That through sharing both our hopes and our fears, we will reach that common consciousness and agreement based on the knowledge that love and acceptance are the beginning and end of human existence. It will be reached in no other way and will take a long time. Your joy is also in knowing that we and you are on our way. Power to the people. So like brotherhood, sisterhood, democracy, sharing, universal democracy. That's funny because as of right now, they're destroying the republic, which the Constitution is sworn to uphold. So the Constitution will be thrown out eventually if we keep going down the road we're going. Sharing all universal moralities, feelings, and togetherness. In humanity, fascism, fear and greed, dogmatisms, factionalisms. Jupiter is your clue to making more of life. More of stress that point. And just for some more I got another one here from another book. Let's just read this too. Just put it all down. Get a better understanding. It's Jupiter in Aquarius. Jupiter in Aquarius contributes to the magnetic ability to win friends. You usually find good fortune through your friends and unexpected opportunities. Aquarius also the sign of the future, and as a native of this Jupiter position, you tend to be successful in professions of the modern era: television, computers, electronics, aviation, and the space industry. You easily become bored when the sole purpose of the activity is to make money. You usually find your best opportunity in the professions where a broader view is necessary. You are also endowed with a special aptitude for music, and many Jupiter Aquarians become well known in that world. One of the nicest benefits of Jupiter in this sign is that you bring luck to others. Ain't that a bitch? You have a sharp intuition about human nature, coupled with idealisms. The most auspicious times of the year for you are when the sun is transiting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the air signs, of course, which my sun is in Gemini and my ascendant is in Aquarius. Damn, almost had it. I was almost moved there. In Libra, goddamn me. I got a holy trinity in the air signs. So, yeah, man, that's what it is for today. And I was looking at the codes in which they was quoting in this letter, just to get some background. I suggest you do these things. Read them for yourself. Always read for yourself. So tomorrow's the 15th, and we'll talk about it then. Take it easy.